Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. And today is a busy day. You all know that I have been working on freezer meals for my daughter for when she does move. Her closing is the 8th of October, so I still got, a few weeks. But there's a lot to do because they got a family of 6. So I'm trying to give them a different variety. Every day that she can just pull something out of the freezer, fling it in the oven, and away they go, their dinner's ready. Or she does like to use her crock pot, so I will probably be putting together some crock pot meals for her too. But this is a busy day. I've got several things going. You hear that noise in the background. That is my food dehydrator. And I'm dying, absolutely dying for my freeze dryer to get here because, oh, the things I can do with that. That's going to be about another 2 weeks in yet. So I'm dehydrating celery leaves for like garnish. You can use it like parsley, or if you run out of celery, it's really pungent. It's what I grew in my garden, and it's delicious. I'm going to use the other celery. I'm going to freeze dry that and save that for when I do my, I'll think of it in a minute. 101 things rolling in my head. When I do my diced tomatoes, my stewed tomatoes. And I also got some peppers that I picked out of my garden, dehydrating in there. I did 4 quarts of plain old, this is hot, and I just took it out of the canner, cleaned my canner. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. It's just plain tomato sauce. No spices, nothing else in it. Just plain sauce. I love to be able to use it like that and build any dish I want using tomato sauce. Oh my gosh, and over here I did this video earlier, and I still have yet to label these and get these in the fridge. This is the cheese that I did earlier. I grated it all up. I had 7 pounds of cheese given to me, so that's busy. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to write on that what it is and freeze it. Okay, I got that all labeled. I'm going to go get that in the freezer. This is going to be fantastic because I got lots of mozzarella cheese here and cheddar cheese. This is going to be good for the casseroles that I'm going to put together. I don't have much of a grocery bill with this either because I am using a lot of things that are already in my freezer and in my pantry. So I'm making these very budget friendly and to feed an army. I do want to make some homemade pizzas for them because they love pizza. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do some more tater tot casserole. I do have a video on that, but I'll make another one. I'm going to do another shepherd's pie. I'll probably be doing a few chicken pot pies for them because I've got lots of chicken. Just various things like that. I want to do a crustless taco pie because that's just so easy to put together. All this stuff that I'm going to make is going to be very easy to put together. So y'all have to follow with me on that. And today we're going to do the crustless taco pie. Except I'm using ground turkey. And her family loves ground turkey. My husband is the only one that doesn't care for ground turkey. Now he'll eat it if I mix it with burger. He can tolerate it. half the time he doesn't even know what's in there when I mix it with burger. I don't do that to be mean to him. I do that because that's the way he can tolerate it. So I've got 3 pounds of turkey burger, or excuse me, ground turkey, thawing out in my sink. I'm going to fry that up, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that crustless taco pie for a freezer meal for her. I did the tuna noodle casserole freezer meals. She already took those home. On our Sunday meal, you'll see that video. It's just simple. It's just us having dinner and some music, and it's very small because she was the only one, her family was the only one that was able to come. My son was sick with bronchitis, and my granddaughter, Tootsie Bell, she had to quarantine because one of her classmates has COVID. Bless his heart, I hope he's okay. And my other daughter was real busy, and my mother had just had her hip surgery, so, you know, Susie was the only one that came. Usually, I have a whole house full of people, and you will see that one of these days when they're all here. But this last Sunday was just simple. We had sauerkraut and sausage, mashed potatoes, homemade bread, and some cake. Nothing fancy. You'll see that. But I had a lot of that left over. And I always make extra because I turn what's left over, nothing goes to waste. I turn it into TV dinners. So this time with the leftovers, I was able to put together like 5 TV dinners for her, and I sent those home, and her hubby loved them for their lunch. And I introduced everybody that was here that day, Susie and her kids, and my son-in-law on his camera show. He won't get in the camera. I tried to get him on the camera, but the man is like 6'7", and you know, if I got his face up there, everybody else would be cut off. So he's really tall. It's like I look way up to him. It's amazing. But anyway, let's get busy. I'm gonna get these in the freezer and, you know, get these set aside, get my stuff prepped up for this pie, and I'll be back. You're gonna see my freezer, friends. This is horrific. I really need to get in here and organize it again. I've got so much in here. All kinds of stuff. I got this sausage that I'm going to do something with too. I might do a sausage and pepper and, you know, the sausage, onions, and peppers, because they love that too. Now this, I got so much stuff in here. This is my mashed potatoes, and I use these. My husband loves those. And I got them, you know, just like single serving size. And he'll take a bag and throw it in his freezer, and he'll reheat them in his air fryer. This is what I've been looking for. I'm going to also do, and I might do that today, a ravioli lasagna. Here's the other one for that. I got a couple of these bags to do them a nice ravioli lasagna. Here's my other sausage. I got chicken drumsticks. I'm going to also do them some barbecued chicken. I'm going to do, you know, something with that. Oh my goodness, I got lots of zucchini because I do the zucchini bread for my stand, which is doing fantastic. And you want to know, yesterday I went out there to check my stand. I always go out there in the night after dark, and I'll go out there and I'll check my little can and, you know, put stuff in the fridge or freezer that needs to be put in there, whatever. I look like a hot mess, and I'm sorry. I'm just really busy today. And somebody left me a collectible coin. And I thought, and I looked it up on the internet because I thought, what is this? Is this a slap in the mouth? You know, or is this, if they need it, just take it. I'm not going to be upset, but don't slap me in the mouth with a, you know, a coin. Well, I looked up, and then I felt bad because it's a lucky coin, and I thought, well, how precious is that? He didn't have a whole lot of money, but he left me his lucky coin. He didn't have to leave me his lucky coin. That's what I'm going to use. I'm cheating on the pot pies. Look, I got 3 of them, 4 of them, 6, because there's 2 in a pack. I can do them pot pies. This would be good. This stir-fry bun would be good, really good to go with the sausage. This is the perfect way to clean my freezer out. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff. Pumpernickel, Jewish pumpernickel bread. Fantastic. I get these little Marie Callender pot pies when they're on sale. I get those for my husband and my grandkids love those as well. And look, here's another one of these. I wonder if I got 3, maybe I got 4 of them. All kinds of fruit in here. A berry cherry blend. I could probably even do some desserts for them for after. And I usually save those for our Sunday meals. I got some cooked shrimp in here. They love shrimp stir fry. I'll save that for a Sunday meal. I got lots of fish in here, pollock fillets. Oh my goodness, I really need to clean this freezer out. There's some more cheese that I can leave on the counter and grate up. There's some more of my buns, my dinner rolls. Those are always nice to have. Goodness sakes, look at this freezer. I'm almost embarrassed. Oh, there's some more sausage. Let's put all this together because I'm going to make something. Let's put that right down there. I'm going to make something out of that. I froze. Hey, I can use this too. Now, once you freeze heavy whipping cream, it doesn't make for good, like, whipped cream. But it's good for soups and, you know, casseroles. So we're going to set that out there. I got lots of Cool Whip in here. I got some more of this. I'm going to take both of these out because I'll use this when we make our taco pie. And it should thaw out fairly quick. No, I got to thaw it in the fridge, so that won't be good for the taco pie today. I think I got some in my fridge. I got like 3 of them in here. I must have hit a sale on them or something. My grandkids have got ice cream. They love it. I got strawberries down in here. I've got corn on the cob in here. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get to the meat and see what all I got for meat in here. I got pierogies in here. Asparagus. I want to make some cream of asparagus soup. My daughter loves that. Turkey. I got some smoked pork chops. I got some more sausage. Goodness, I got a lot of sausage in here. Lots and lots of chicken thighs. Chicken breast. Oh, that's some big chicken breast. We're going to use that up. I'm going to do something with that too. I have to go through this because I don't want to. Oh, look at these beautiful. Those are some beautiful chops. Pork loin chops. I could do some stuffed pork chops for it too. Got some more loin chops. Ooh, that's cold in there. Almost need gloves. I need to clean my freezer out, friends. I got 3 sections in here. One section is for meat, and that's what I'm after right now. Oh, look it, I got chocolate cookie dough. My husband's coming home tomorrow. I can make some of those for him. He'd like that. I got a lot of sausage in here, and I was thinking I was going to have to go buy some. Nope, I got tons of it in there. And I got everything, all my meat you see. I vacuum seal it. It's indefinite. It can last for a long time. Vacuum sealed, and my hands are frozen. And when your freezer is at 0 or below, which I think mine is way below, it'll last for a long time. It don't go bad. Won't get freezer burnt. I got some more cheese in here. And more potatoes. Kinds of potatoes. These are potatoes, a meat and potato mix. Alright, there's that zucchini. I gotta make some more of that. I've got a video on that. I make that like 5 loaves at a time from my market stand. And my granddaughters, because they love it. Here is my chicken. Is that my chicken? Oh no, this is chicken. Hang on. break it apart. There we go. This is chicken strips. Let's get that out. Let me give that to my granddaughters. I got ham in here. Tons of veggies. Onions. These onions I've got freeze dry or frozen. I'm going to take these out because they'll break up real easy. And I'm going to freeze dry them when my freeze dryer comes in. Okay, I'm not digging anymore in here. I got lots of meat. I've even got peppers here. So that would be perfect for some of the sausage. Sausage, peppers, and onions. They'd love that. Okay, we're going to stick this all back in here. I got to get out here one of these days and absolutely sort through it. But I'm going to leave that by the peppers. I'm going to leave that. That's my husband's. That can go down in there. The cheese is going to go in on the counter. This is bread. My friend gets me this bread up in Travers. She's just a dream. This is a multi-grain bread. Pretty big, huge loaves of it. I love this stuff. Yes, though, I can make my own multi-grain bread. But for some reason, I love this stuff. And I use it quite a bit. Chicken legs we're going to leave up there because we're going to barbecue those. The shrimp, that's not going to go. We're going to leave these somewhere close to the top. And we are going to leave these somewhere close to the top. I thought I had 4 of them. And I bet I do got another one in there somewhere. It's just a disaster in my freezer, that's all. I got corn on the cob in there. So, we'll find that. I got all my fruit here, nuts. I keep all my nuts in the freezer because that way they won't go rancid. So let's go back here. I'm going to keep these out on the top so I can get to them. And the chicken. And the sausage. They love sausage. Maybe I'll do a sausage and potato, some kind of a casserole with that for them. An easy casserole. I don't think I need 2 of these, but I am going to take one out. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I've got one in my fridge that I need to use up first. Okay, we're closing that down. We'll go back to the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to put that on I got my big pan out. This will be good. I'm going to use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil because it is... Oh my gosh, that scared me. That's a truck and its Jake brake. It is ground turkey, so it tends to be a little dry. So we're going to cut this up. And we're going to put it in there. It's still a little froze in the middle, but I'm going to turn my burner on medium. And it will cook slow. Because my onions are frozen, I'm going to just fling them in there with it. And then I'm going to use my homemade taco seasoning. Now you can use the packets if you want. Oh, look at there. Make a mess. But I'm going to use my homemade taco seasoning on this because I just love the stuff. And I do got a video on that as well. Okay, so let's put this here. Get all that out of there. My onions here. I just took these out of the freezer. So they're frozen solid. But they're going to go in there. And we're just going to let that cook down. And when it cooks down a little bit, then I'll go ahead. I'm going to put a big lid on that. Then I'll go ahead. This is going to be noisy. After it's cooked down, then I'll go ahead and add my taco seasoning. So that's going to cook there for a little bit. And then we'll add the seasoning. Okay, friends. Let's get that lid off there. I'm going to break this up. So the onions thaw really fast. See, the little bit of the middle is still frozen. Oh, that'll thaw. Not worried. just got this on low because I don't want it to burn. And then when it's done, I can get it all mixed up really good. Okay, so I'm going to leave the lid off that. I don't want it to get real soupy. There's my homemade taco seasoning. I do got a video on that. It's wonderful stuff. So when that's all pretty much done, then we'll season it up. Okay, friends. This is all thawed out. Now it's just going to cook in here. And that water's evaporating off in it. I don't want it all soupy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to season this up, and I'm just going to let it continue to cook low until that water's all off there, which I don't make a mess and splash it all out of the pan. Break this up a little bit. Okay. Now you can use your packets of taco seasoning, probably a couple packets. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sprinkle a good 3, maybe even 4 tablespoons of my taco seasoning on there. Now we'll try it. I usually do about 1 to 2 tablespoons per pound of meat. It just really depends on your taste. That's looking good. I think that's all I'm going to do because I can smell it. It's wonderful. And plus, if I need more after it's cooked down and I taste it, I can always put more on there. But I don't want to overpower it. I mean, I know the adults like the bite and the kick from the taco seasoning, but kids are going to be eating this, and I know that they can't do this real spicy food, so we just kind of find a happy medium. Alright, that's going to cook down for a little bit more. Look at that, that's beautiful. And while that's cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to put the rest together. Okay, friends, this is wonderful. I even tasted it. I didn't have to add anything more to it. I did, when you weren't looking, I threw in a little bit of garlic. Just some crushed garlic that I had in the fridge. I flung it in there. But we need to do 12 eggs. And we got to save them for the compost. No, I don't give them back to my chickens. Now, if I baked them, I would. You could bake the eggshells, but I don't like to do that because they get good memories. They'll see those eggshells that they can eat, and then they'll start pecking at them in the nest. And I know that's, you know, some people say yes, some people say no, but that's my experience. So I try not to give them to them. They do better in my compost. So that's where they go. I have oyster shells that I give them, crushed oyster shells, to help their eggshells through the winter. So they don't need the extra eggshells. These are gorgeous eggs. And look, here's 2 little store-bought eggs. Puny. And they're a lot lighter in color than your farm-raised eggs. Okay, we're going to put 2 cups of my heavy cream in here. Goodness sakes, that's heavy too. Great stuff. Okay, now I should have got my electric whisk, my whisk that goes with my immersion blender. That would have been nice, but that's okay. We'll whip this all up. Get in there and break them yolks up. It's almost like a custard. You know, that only has a little tiny bit left, so I'm going to put it all in there. I'm not putting that back in the fridge because I won't use it and it'll go bad. There we go. Perfect. I love it when recipes are forgiving. And, you know, if you add a little extra, it's not going to hurt it none. That looks nice. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't need to season this with anything because the seasoning is all in my taco meat. And there's a plenty in there. So if you season this, you can stand to over season it. All right, so with that, I'm going to put my egg basket over there. I'm just going to spray my two 9x or 9x13 pans with spray, with some cooking spray. Just spritz them a little. Set this over here. You can't see it over there. So with this is going to be a trick because I don't lift this too well. So we're just going to kind of divvy this between two of these pans. Okay. Okay. That booger's heavy. I love cast iron. Spread these around in here. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to divide this between the two of them. Hopefully you get it good and even. Okay. There we go. You don't want to waste any of this. So we're going to scrape this right out. Alright. That's it. I don't do anything more to it. Just leave it just like that. But I'm going to let these cool completely. And then I'm going to wrap them in foil. And I'm going to put them in the freezer. When you bake, now you could bake this right now. And you'd bake it at 350. You set your oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, you don't want to take these out of the freezer and put them right into the oven. So the best thing to do with these is take them out the night before. Let them thaw out in your fridge. And then bake them the same way at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. So, there you have it, friends. You spent the afternoon with me. I didn't do any mega cooking, but I'm just doing this for my daughter so that when she moves, she can just focus on putting her house together and, you know, dinner's pretty much already made. So there you have it. Thanks for hanging out with me. You all have a good day. Okay, friends, don't forget the cheese on top. I had this all ready to go in the freezer and realized I forgot the cheese. You don't have to have megatons, but just a little bit of cheese on it. There. Now, I shall put this lid back on here. Now it can go in the freezer. It's been one of those days. Thanks for watching.